I'm so motherfucking New York with it, man. Uptown, it's the Goomba. Meyer.
Phil Facts, Sports Snob. Peace, YouTube. Shout out to the Bar Raisers. Shout out to my man, The Wave. All right, y'all. We're going to get into some NBA basketball. I want to talk about the NBA, and I'm going to talk about them pushing back the draft first, which I think is a good idea because now we can get a combine and maybe get an idea of what these players have to offer, what their specific skill sets or abilities are. I think it's a good idea, especially for me as a Knicks fan. I'm still not sure who we should pick, and this could help us narrow it down a little bit more. And for the rest of the teams. So I think it's a good idea. I know it's probably going to affect free agency some way or another, but teams got to do what they got to do. I think it gives them time to do their homework. And being that the playoffs, I mean, there's teams that's sitting back that didn't go to the bubble. Okay. But there's teams in the playoffs right now. So now they have time to really sit back and analyze and move forward instead of being rushed into the situation. And then with the season coming up, we don't even know how that's going to go. So this pushback is good for everybody, bottom line. All right, now, speaking of the playoffs, let's see. We got some elimination. We got two elimination games, potentially. Now, the Rockets, they are definitely on the brink of elimination. What you think is going to happen? Will small ball prevail or not? I don't know. My money's going on LA. LA. Clippers, Nuggets. The Nuggets did it. They did their thing. They put on a good fight. Nice playoffs. Think they out of here. I still pick both LA teams to face each other. That's my pick in case I didn't mention that before, or if anyone didn't know. I have Miami and Boston playing in the finals against each other in the East, and I have LA in the West. So that's how I'm calling it. Of course, Boston Toronto elimination game tonight, and I'm going with Boston. They getting ready to play soon. I think the West Coast game starts soon, so that's what's up. But I don't know, man. I think Houston's out of here, and I think that Boston closes them out tonight, and then Denver is out of here. I think tomorrow, and then we could go forward because right now Miami's sitting pretty. Got to give them their props. They did what they had to do. They don't have much time to adjust because the Boston game is tonight, but they did what they had to do. So Boston got to do what they got to do, or I guess it'll be Toronto. All right. So now that we spoke about that, what I wanted to speak about was the NBA trade rumors. The NBA trade rumors been kind of spicy because CP3 is the dude that really is in a position to be traded, and his dynamics and position and where he might go has changed a lot. I see two specific teams that look like they're going to push hard for his services. That being Philly. Pardon me, I got ashes on my shit, yo. And Milwaukee. So I think CP3 is coming back to the East, which is good because the East need to have strong contenders because we want to. The West Coast gets props for having a strong division, conference. We got to keep the Eastern Conference strong. If Chris Paul goes to Philly, that's good because then that means, Philly fucked up anyway, regardless. But they could trade Embiid if they're gonna trade him for Chris Paul, or they could trade Simmons. Well, whichever way they're gonna go. Me, honestly, I probably try to trade for Chris Paul and keep both of them and see what he could do with both of them, because now Ben Simmons don't got to be the point guard. You could use him as a forward, or use him as a 3 and a 4. Have him slashing, a slashing 3, slashing 4, and it'll complement Embiid. I mean, he's not a jump shooter, but you get Chris Paul could shoot, and you could get a couple of other shooters to go with the team, and they'd be all right. I think they'd be all right, man. Chris Paul go there. Milwaukee, they desperately need Chris Paul, because Giannis, man, they got to keep Giannis, and I think he wants to stay there. I think he's scared to leave because, like I said the other day, he's not that guy. I mean, he's not the number one when it comes to the playoffs. Regular season shit, putting up stats and all that, yeah. But in the playoffs, when it counts, stepping up, being clutch, taking over, cutting throat, he don't got it right now. Maybe he could learn it, but I don't think so. He looks like a Pippen and he needs a Jordan. I think that's the phrase going around. I did hear that before. I don't know who to give credit to. It wasn't ESPN though. I'll tell you that much. It was definitely one of these YouTubers. I don't mean to disrespect. I know ESPN was talking about that though. They made a big thing about it, like somebody was trying to disrespect Giannis, or disrespect Pippen, or whatever the fuck it was. LeBron was being sensitive about him being compared to Pippen, and Wade being the Jordan. But Wade was my man. Everybody that know me know I love Carmelo and I love Wade. I used to argue for Wade because Wade did everything that all of them was doing when they all had their own team. He was putting up them numbers that they all putting up, and he was 6'3". He had rebounds, assists, and points that could compare, match, if not higher, right there with all of them. So, anyway, and LeBron went to his team. But that being said, that's just my opinion. The fact of the matter is LeBron did end up becoming the dominant force the NBA pushed him to be. And now he's still playing, and he has a possible chance of competing for the championship. Will he win? I don't know, but he's competing. Right now, he can eliminate Houston and make it to the conference finals, and that's competing for a championship. So that's really it when it comes to the trades that matter, that we know, because like I said, being that the NBA pushed back the draft schedule, that changes everybody's plans and what everybody got to do. So there's no rush. So where Van Fleet is going to go, I'm not sure. I'm still not sure about Van Fleet. Me as a Knicks fan, I think I told y'all the other day, I like the trade. I like that trade that I heard about from Mike Conley. I'd rather Chris Paul. I really don't want Van Fleet unless we drafted Obi Toppin. Like I told you, we draft a forward or a wing. I want a forward, a power forward that could shoot. Or a wing player, somebody that could play 2 and 3 and could shoot. But and play D, 3 and D. We want 3 and D players in those positions right now. We need our forwards to play 3, to hit threes and play defense. So I don't know about Van Fleet. Oladipo would definitely be a nice look depending on what we got to give up. But there's no urgency in that either. I told y'all what I wish. I wish that we could push for Dev Booker. If we could get Devin Booker, that would be beautiful, and try to see what we could do with keeping Dennis Smith Jr., having Dev Booker and Frank play the 3. Have Frank play the 1, RJ play the 3, and Dev play the 2. That's what I meant. No, I'm sorry. I'm lying, y'all. I'm fucking lying. No, I want Dennis Smith Jr. with Dev Booker and RJ. That's the 3, right? Frank will come off the bench and help as an assist, or we got to use him to throw in there to get Dev Booker. I'm cool with that too. And then take that pick, use that shit clearly, package that shit together with whatever we got to get, because Dev Booker's young. He's in his prime, and he's not even in his prime yet. So, if we're going to get somebody that's already good, I don't think we're going to get Donovan Mitchell or Devin Booker, so I'm not even going to waste my time talking about that shit. I'm over here, I'm smoking and I'm bugging. And on that note, I'm out of here. You know why? Because I got it like that. Peace, YouTube.